Hello. Welcome back, AP Economics. It's been a minute, huh? Sorry about all the delays, all the not live learning things, but what we're going to do right now is catch up. So, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I hope you've got a good work set up at home. I hope you're ready to start going again. We had spring break, extra spring break, and last week was makeup work week. So, I think I got all y'all signed up on AP Classroom, where there's practice problems and where a lot of your test questions are going to come from. We did an update of what the AP test is going to look like. And now we're back, and it's week 1 of actual online learning. So I'm here to start you with just an intro video. I want to look at what we've done in this unit. We're in Unit 3, and there's 5 units. And we're about halfway through Unit 3, so I just wanted to look at what we've covered already. And I'll stop the video there, because then we'll have 2 more lectures this unit on 2 more things. And that will be the end of Unit 3. And we'll be more than halfway done with class. So that'll be a good spot to finish with this week. So this week, we've already done 2 of the topics in this unit. We're going to do 2 more of the topics in this unit. By the end of the week, that'll be 4 things. We'll have them all knocked out, and we can move on. So let's look at what we've done, okay? I'm going to get my teacher binder out, my old thing with all my materials. Mr. Shydeck's teaching materials. Let's see online learning if this works. Okay. Dun, da, da, da. How can I do this? Here we go. So the very first day, I gave you this of the unit. Okay, so about a month ago when I saw you in person, you got Unit 4, Financial Markets. I think the pen works well for this. So this tells you the lessons. I know we usually skim over this, but if you ever wanted to look at it, it tells you the keywords. I underlined some of them here. All right. Then you've got FRQs. And so I usually give you 2 or 3 of those FRQs to practice. And then on the test, I give you another one. The 4 big concepts this unit, okay? Let's see if I can get this to focus right. This one, loanable funds, okay? That's money that banks loan out to people. That's one thing we'll look at right now. Then the money market. We did the money market. I didn't realize it, but 6th period hadn't. So 6th period, I just sent you the money market notes. Then comes foreign exchange, and finally balance of payments. Okay, so 2 more topics in this unit before we're finished. I'm going to attempt to cover these 2 this week. We've been told to spend about 100 minutes of working time on this class each week. So my goal is to do about a 45-minute activity for each of these. So in addition to this review right now, you'll also have 45 minutes on each of those 2 topics. I'm not going to sit here on YouTube for 45 minutes. I'm going to do about a 15-minute lecture, and then you'll have an activity and FRQs. Lecture, activity, FRQs for each one of those. Now, if you have an econ binder, like I've told you to have, and you've got all the papers in it, then you know we're in Unit 4. You're waiting for what to do. Don't forget, if you're ever lost or behind, you're wondering what unit is what, or where are we, or what is any of this, I gave you a crash course book, so you can always read through that if you're lost on one of these topics. We did loanable funds, okay? That was this. It's just a basic supply and demand graph, but you had loanable funds against the real interest rate, all right? I'm going to add that graph to my chart of all the graphs we've done in this class. That's probably graph number 5 of things we've done. What is it? All right, people want to borrow money. Banks want to loan you money. So you got the demand for money, supply of money. All right, all the things in supply versus all the people who want to borrow. Okay, and we went through those shifters. We did these practice problems, if you remember, about loanable funds and what could shift it, okay? And then we did some FRQs, where your big thing was to draw supply and demand. So 2004 FRQ, if you see that one. 2005 we did. And then we moved on to our next topic. The last thing we did when I last saw you in 1st and 4th period was money market. That is the supply of money that is set by the Fed. Okay, the Fed is supplying it, and everyone else is demanding it. I was talking to 6th period about, right now, the money supply, well, it hasn't changed, but the demand for money versus the interest rate, probably people don't want very much money right now because we're not spending it. We're all holed up in our houses. We want toilet paper and pasta and non-perishable food, but we're not really buying a lot of yachts and stuff right now. So the demand for money is probably down right now. And so on sixth period's graph, I actually showed that probably with coronavirus, the demand for money would have decreased. Okay, and then that last day in class, we did do some money market practice problems, so you could find those in your notes. Make sure you got them handy. And you had a 2006. They compared the money market that we're talking about with the loanable funds that we started off the unit with. So that's like a boom, Unit 4 question right there. And then the next one was a 2009 question where the money supply is decreased because the Fed, the central bank, sells bonds. They give out the bonds, they take up the money. They're contracting the money. Give me our money back. We want our money back. Gimme. Moving forwards, the two things we're gonna do. Next lecture will be a foreign exchange market. That's confusing, but basically it's just a supply and demand of currency, okay? So currency from different countries. We'll look at that next. There will be some practice problems once again and some FRQs. All right, I got a bunch of them. And then your last thing for this unit, the fourth part, is balance of payments. And that looks just like the bank account things we were looking at, right? When a bank had reserves. Well, this is two countries' imports and exports. And then you will do a worksheet. I've got all the answers here. Woo-wee! Right there, and try some FRQs on that. And that will be the whole unit. Let's see if I can get this to accurately look back at me. Oh, we're all learning how to do this teach and learn at home thing, huh? Can you see me? Oh, probably not, huh? Sorry. That's going to be the rest of the unit. So 2 more lectures to do. With some notes to fill in. I would recommend you pause the lectures if you need to copy a note. Rewind if you don't understand. There's always other online resources. I want to get those to you as soon as possible. So either today, Monday, or tomorrow, Tuesday. Get you both of the lectures so you can go through them. Do the FRQs. And then I will give you the FRQ answers, okay? Save all that. Because if anything, I might ask you to turn in your FRQ answers or your workbook activity answers, the pages here that I'll send to you, not to grade you on how you did necessarily, but to just see that you did it. So expect more coming in the next day or two. You will have these assignments to do this week because next week we're on to Unit 5. Okay. And you know what? I'll work on some way to give you some FRQs to do for credit because the test is all FRQs now. So that's the thing we need to focus on. Have a wonderful week. I hope you're all doing well. Goodbye.